Hello everyone, welcome to the October 7th video. Today is National Walk to School Day, which I bet you all did this morning. National Walk to School, bet you walked to school. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, so as you guys know, we are having a test on Friday, okay? And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to give you guys a review guide, and I want you to do the review guide before watching this video. If you want to pause the video now, you can, and I will go over all the answers, okay? Now, I am going to start doing Edpuzzle, okay? I am going to do that and so that I can keep track of how many people are actually watching my videos, okay? If you are watching the videos every day, you are golden. But this is just for me to see how much of my direction is being received, okay? Sound good? So that is what Edpuzzle is. I'm going to be going over these answers to the review sheet. So if you have not done it, please pause the video and start working on that. But if you have done it, I'm going to go over these answers real quick. Now, to start off, it's a bunch of definitions. Now, on my test, the definitions will be matching. Okay, so if you just look up the definitions of these, you will be golden. Like I said, it'll be matching. Okay, so I'm not really going to go over those. What is the difference between a proton, neutron, electron? Protons are positive, and they weigh 1 atomic mass unit. Neutrons are neutral, and they weigh 1 atomic mass unit. Where electrons are negative, and they don't weigh anything. Okay. Next question, number 3, says how many protons, neutrons, electrons are in carbon? All right, well, carbon is number 6 on the periodic table. That 6 means there are 6 protons, 6 electrons. But now I have to find my neutrons. And to find neutrons, you're going to take the mass minus the atomic number. So the mass of carbon is 12. The atomic number is 6. So that ends up being 6 neutrons. Okay. So there's your answers. All right. Know where your metals, nonmetals, and metalloids are located, all right? Metals are on the left. Nonmetals are on the right. All right. And the metalloids, those are on the stair-step line. Okay, those are on the stair-step line on the periodic table. All right, know the difference between chemical and physical properties. Well, chemical properties change the substance. So, for example, you might have heard of something rusting. If a metal starts to rust, in chemistry we call that oxidized, okay? Because it creates a whole new substance. It's not just the iron, it might be an iron oxide now, which is completely different. But if you just want to write some examples, that is fine as well. All right, so they are corrosive, flammability, changing color, etc. Where physical focuses on the mass, the size, the volume, etc. Okay. How many hydrogen atoms are in H2O? Well, H and that 2 represent there are 2 hydrogens. All right, how many oxygen? Well, that O doesn't have a number after it. Whenever it doesn't have a number after it, that represents that there is 1 oxygen. All right, my sig fig rules. All right, trailing zeros only count if there's a decimal. Well, there's a decimal, so there are 3 sig figs. How many sig figs are in here? Well, there's no decimal, so there are only 1. How many sig figs are here? Leading zeros never count. Since those never count, there's 1. All right, a sandwiched 0 always counts. So there's 5, and then there's 1 at the bottom. Okay, going to the back. All right, what is 3.032 plus 4.1? Now, remember the sig fig rules when doing this. All right, after the last individual digit, you're going to be going down. Then you're going to add. So you got 7.132. So this is what I'm focused on, but I still have to look to see if I round up or down. So my 3 rounds down, so my final answer is actually 7.1. Okay. What is 5.5 times 10? Well, multiplying those two numbers, you get 55. However, you have to look at the number of sig figs. 5.5 has 2 sig figs. 10 only has 1 sig fig. What you are going to do is you're going to take the number with the least amount of sig figs and round your answer to that answer. All right, so 55, I'm going to try to round this to 1 sig fig. So that's 5 counts. This 5, I have to round up or down. Very good. I'm going to round up. So that makes that a 6. But then I have this empty space here. I got to fill that empty space with something, so I'm going to fill it with a 0. So your answer is 60. Number 10. How many moles does 40 grams of nitrogen have? Okay, so I start off by writing my 40 grams of nitrogen because that's what's given in my problem. Now my conversion factor from yesterday was 1 mole in the mass of the element. Well, since I have grams on top, I have to have grams of nitrogen on the bottom. If I look on the periodic table, grams of nitrogen is 14. So my 1 mole is going to go on top. Multiply across, divide down. I'm going to round to 3 moles of nitrogen should be your final answer. Same thing, you're going to set up. You're given 10 moles of helium. Since I have moles on top, my 1 mole is going to go on the bottom, where my grams of helium is going to go on top. So on the periodic table, my grams is 4. So your answer is 40 grams. And the bottom is set up the same exact way. Moles of calcium, my 1 mole. Calcium weighs 40 grams on the periodic table. Multiply across, divide down, and you get 60 grams. All right, so hopefully you've been keeping up with the questions throughout this video on Edpuzzle. As you know, if you got this far, it's going to be like that. Just to make sure you guys are watching the video, you'll be able to answer the questions and go along. All right, so today is this. Tomorrow we're playing a review game. So tomorrow's kind of like a free study day for you guys, virtual students. All right, make sure you guys are understanding this, review your notes. If you have any questions, please send me an email or join my Google Meet tomorrow. If not, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Go outside. It's super nice outside. Get a little sunshine, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.